It turns out that last year, Marvel Studios was actively working on its X-Men reboot in not just the comics, but also, of course, its film. And they decided to go after famous artist Jim Lee. But unfortunately for Marvel, they could not secure him. So for those that might not be aware, Jim Lee is the man that made the X-Men relevant. Everything you love about the X-Men today, from the 90s cartoon to that iconic look to the best-selling comic of all time, X-Men #1, was all Jim Lee. Then, of course, like many other creators, he went off, they created Image Comics, and then eventually he wound up over at DC. Recently, Rob Liefeld revealed that last year, 2023, Jim Lee was talking to Marvel Studios and Marvel and Disney, and they wanted him on hand to reboot the X-Men for a new generation, the same way he rebooted them in the 90s. And this was apparently a giant, hey, we want you to work on the films, we want you from the ground up to just re-envision the X-Men. But things didn't work out, and for one reason or another, Jim Lee did not jump ship from DC to Marvel. Now, I think it's easy to probably figure out why he didn't. He's got more creative control at DC than ever before. And honestly, there was no need for him to leave. There's no need from Marvel to get him. I think that kind of would have just been a little redundant on both of their parts. Like, why leave DC when he's done such a great job? Why go to Marvel where they want you desperately to have your name on there so you can reboot it because they know you've done it once, but who's to say you're going to do it right the second time, right? And we've already seen that the current X-Men run is great and what they're setting up for the future. So I honestly think everything worked out, but it is interesting that they wanted him. And I think that's very telling of Kevin Feige and their plans. They've been saying for years now, when we do X-Men, it's going to be different and you're not going to be able to understand why we did this at first, but we're doing something new. This would have been new, and I get it, but to me, going back to the same well, not twice. It's already dried up once, so go frack somewhere else and go find another well and a bunch of water or oil or whatever you're looking for. So hopefully they find it.